This segment brought to you by Kansas Grain Sorghum, growers working together. Find out more at kansasgrainsorghum.org.
Welcome to Farm Factor. Up first today, Kyle Bauer and Brian Klippenstein talk about Protect the Harvest.
Hi, this is Kyle Bauer visiting with Brian Klippenstein. He's with Protect the Harvest. Brian, let's start with who is or what is Protect the Harvest?
Protect the Harvest is a nonprofit that was stood up by Forrest Lucas, founder of Lucas Oil, to fight for food security issues and to take on in the political arena those we refer to these days as the food police.
And so when you're talking the political arena, would that involve legislation or would that involve initiatives in states?
Largely initiatives, but we've been in federal court. We've been before state government, federal government, and just before the public at large. You increasingly have groups that are well funded. There's a lot of money these days and more to come in food politics. It used to be limited to trying to dictate how farmers farm. Increasingly what they're trying to do is control diets, control refrigerators, control what people eat. And it's an emerging threat.
And certainly a lot of that is disguised as animal rights issues or environmental issues when it's really about an agenda that's hidden.
That's right. Look, when I have had discussions with this with East Coast media recently, for example, what's the end game here? What's behind? And I'll say, well, look, what they're promoting is a vegan diet. Oh, well, that's silly. Well, it's not silly. You go to their website and that's what they're for. I mean, we have Meatless Monday, right? We have 6 days to go. And anyone who wants to embrace any diet that they prefer, we don't object to. But when they try to impose it upon others, particularly using false pretenses, we're going to go give them a fight.
And I can see where you fill a gap in that when there's an initiative, let's say I'll pick on Missouri, and that might be difficult for people fighting that initiative in Missouri because they've never done it before, but you may have already fought that battle in 3 other states.
Right, yeah, and it's, look, people in agriculture are good at producing. They're good-natured people. They're cooperative in nature. They're great at taking care of land and the animals. But, rough and tumble, bare knuckles politics is not what they're great at.
Well, and it takes a lot of money.
Well, and that's where we're still short. And, to the point where, agriculture, particularly big agriculture, is going to have to come to grips with this. Because winning these things is a choice. It takes an investment. And I'm among those who think that if they care about their own business, they care about their suppliers, they care about their customers, they care about sound science, they are going to invest. And so far, they've decided not to.
We're visiting with Brian Klippenstein. He's with Protect the Harvest. This is Kyle Bauer reporting. Back to you, Jamie.
Thanks, Kyle. Folks, come back after these messages for this week's Kansas Soybean Update.
KFRM is one of the largest farm radio stations in the nation, dedicated to informing and entertaining rural listeners from northern Oklahoma to southwestern Nebraska. You can catch KFRM in many ways. Of course, 550 on the AM dial, streaming at kfrm.com, or on your smartphone by going to the TuneIn Radio app, or on Ag AM in Kansas on Tuesdays and Facebook every day of the week. KFRM, tune us in. You'll be glad you did.